guys, it looks like I've got a whole fleet of Viking ships sailing along over my spelling. Maybe they're sailing to Greenland from Iceland, or maybe they're sailing from Greenland to Vinland, part of Leif Erikson's expedition. I know they're here to remind us of the days of the week named after the Viking gods. Yes, we've got it. All right, perfect. So sail on out of here. And we're going to give our attention to our heart words, because that's what today is all about. Heart words, words that we have to know by heart, because they do not look, they don't look the way they sound. They don't look the way they sound, right? You have to memorize them by heart. So I'm going to move my rock off just a little bit so I can look at the directions. And here are heart words: which, and sandwich. Which is which. So remember, which is which. Question words begin with WH. Remember, who, what, where, when, why, and which. Learned that last year. First grade spelling: who, what, where, when, why, and which. So remember that WH are question words most of the time. This is the which that looks like a person. I can put a head on that and put my witch's hat. I don't use this very often, just if I'm writing a spooky story or reading about Halloween or the Wizard of Oz. So this one we don't use very often. And you can remember, it looks like a person, the T in the middle. This is the question word. This is the person. And then we have sandwich, which is spelled a little differently still. Good thing they all end in CH though. But this has a W, this has the person, this doesn't have a W or the person. Just goes to show you how we really have to focus on this English language to make sure we know how things are spelled. All right, we're going to fill in the blanks with a heart word. That seems easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I'm going to look at my heart words as I think of them. Which heart words are homophones? Here's our question word right there. Blank and blank. Now if you don't know what that is, you can't answer this question. But remember, we've talked about them. Phone is about hearing. What do you hear? It's all about hearing, talking on the phone. And homo is the same. So the same sound. Same in sound. Sounds. What do you hear? Same sound. Which heart words sound the same? Which and which. So you're going to write which and which. Let's begin with that. I'll fill that one in with you. Which. Which is which? This is the question word. So we're going to spell it with W-H-I, digraph C-H. And then the other word that sounds just like this which is the person which. So it begins with a W, but no H, I-T-C-H. Which heart word has an itch? So you're going to look to see. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Which heart word has the letter I sandwiched between two H brothers? So now I've got to go back up there and look for two H brothers. I think we talked about two H brothers back here too. So let's take a look. H brother digraph. Two letters, one sound. What were our H brother digraphs? Ch, sh, th, wah, and f. So see if you see an H brother digraph at the beginning and at the end, and then I in between. You can write that word. Which heart words don't follow the TCH rule? TCH rule. Well, the TCH rule, remember the TCH rule from a while ago. We haven't talked about that this week. But remember the TCH rule we learned way back in the green part, I think. Way at the beginning of the year. And that TCH sound, ch, is spelled TCH after a short accented vowel. So we can look at this one and see the words that don't have TCH in it. Which, that's a short I, so you would think it would be TCH. Which, short I with the TCH, so that's the correct way. Sandwich, short I again, but no TCH. So the two that don't follow the TCH rule. TCH after a short vowel. But here's the two that are not following that rule. Which heart words are names? Names for something. Which heart words are names for something? Which, and sandwich. Well, a witch, a witch isn't something. This witch is something, right? That witch is something. That's a person. W-I-T-C-H. And how about this? Sandwich, is that something? Yes, it is something you eat. So you fill that in too. And then our last number 6, blank kind of blank did the wicked blank want to eat? Ooh, so we've got to use all 3 of them in there. So which would we put at the beginning of a question? And I'm going to make it with a capital W. So figure out which one of our words is a question word, and you're going to put it here. Which kind of blank did the wicked blank want to eat? You can do it. Think on that. It's not too hard. All right, and then at the bottom, which word is right? Which is which? Fill in the blanks with the correct heart word. Is it witches or witches? Do you spell it with an S or do you spell it with an ES? Now again, way back when we talked about plural words, we learned that you spell ES after words that have CH, SH, double S, X, and there's one more that we didn't talk about, ends in the sound of J. So which, is it witches or is it witches? CH, SH, double S, X, and J. Add ES to get the plural, if it ends in one of those. So this ends in CH, so which one is correct? Add ES to ch, sh, double S, X, and words that sound like J at the end. Yep, this is the correct one, so you're going to write witches because it has CH, add ES. So let's spell that. W-I-T-C-H-E-S to mean more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 57, whatever. So again, it wants you to look. Is it sandwiches or sandwiches? Add ES to words that end in CH, SH, double S, X, or the sound of J. I can, bridges would be one. So which one is it? Is it an S or is it an ES? Take a look at this. Write this down. And which one do you think it is? Peanut butter and jelly and ham and cheese are names of my favorite what? You will see lots of blank on Halloween. You'll see lots of witches, but which witch is the right witch to write? Figure that out. All of the blank packed extra blank as they flew across the sky on their broomsticks at midnight. So what would fly across the sky? Oh, witches. So all of the witches, but which witch is the right witch? Packed extra what? Sandwiches as they flew across the sky. So I'm going to write sandwiches there. S-A-N-D, sand, witch, no T, no H, plural E-S. Excellent. Now today you also have to finish your Safari journal. We'll finish these 2 pages together, heart word and this. And this one, is our safari journal. We have this at the end of every single lesson. During long safari hikes, we sing silly safari songs to pass the time. Here is one of our favorites. Circle all of the pattern words in this lesson you can find. So you might have to jump back and look at the pattern words if you forgot, but that's okay. And you're just going to go through and circle them. All right, so I know Monday is a pattern word, so I'm going to circle it. On Monday, some monkeys made money by laughing. And go through and circle them. You know how to do that. But then make sure that you do this part too. So I'm going to draw an arrow. Make sure I do this timing part. I read to somebody. Read to mom, read to dad, read to grandma. They like to hear you read. And see how long does it take you to read good times. That's the name of our entry. 124 words. Average second grader at the end of second grade is reading 100 to 111 words per minute. So this is a little more than they want you to read at the end. So if it takes you a little bit over a minute, that's okay. If you read it under a minute, that's okay, as long as you comprehend what you read. Remember, reading quickly is not a race. How fluent, at a good pace, can you read and still understand what you read? That's being a fluent reader. So it's not a race, but you do want to practice so you're reading quickly enough that you can get done in a good amount of time, but still understand. All right, so read to mom and dad, write down your time. All right, and then next time we meet in spelling, we'll take our quiz. But until then, go out and do great works.